Yo, we back with another video about, again, those guys right there and how the season is going so far. The last video was before the international break, which was 2 weeks. 2 weeks too long in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. But hey, we are back and so is football. And yeah, we came back from the international break to a game versus Getafe. Like, the last video I said Kairat shouldn't be in the Champions League. I think teams like Getafe should not be in the league, in La Liga. I wouldn't care if La Liga only had 15 teams that were actually playing for something. Like, if all 15 teams are actually gonna play for something, I wouldn't mind if there were only 15 teams. Why do we have 5, 6 at best teams that are actually trying to do something each year? Like Girona, that's 1 year. Sevilla some years. Valencia some years. What's Getafe ever done? I guess knock out Messi after Ankara Messi. I guess that's their biggest. Anyways, let's not get hung up on that. The game. Horrible first half. Again, going with Bellingham and Camavinga, who are back from injury. Benching Arda. That's just like say, if you're gonna bench Arda, we're watching Castilla or something. It's not. Arda is basically the team this year. If we're not playing Arda, we're not playing. Basically, that's what I understood from this year so far. Because in my opinion, this game started when Arda came on. Let me see Here it is. Nothing. There was nothing up to this point. Nothing going on. This is where the game kind of started. To be honest, Vini as well came on and changed a lot of things. Oh, and Franco. Forgot about his first half. That first half was hilarious. He had the worst game of his life, but that happens. He's still young. I don't mind when a player is trying his best and it's just not working. That doesn't bother me as much. Of course, the game was important and we barely won it after he came off the pitch. But I don't mind it. He was trying his hardest and it wasn't happening that day. Then Vini came on for him, started provoking guys, getting everybody angry. Arda came on, and then we started playing football. And then this guy got a yellow. And Kiko already had a yellow on Vini as well. So the coach was worried. He was like, I'm gonna get this guy Kiko out, who already has a yellow. And let's get another yellow for Nyom when we need it. Nyom did not need a yellow. He was straight to business. Like, you can see it here. He came on 76th minute, out in 77th. He had a talk with Chendo, the guy on the bench for Real Madrid. He thought he was the fourth red. That was hilarious as well. But on a football level, here you can see, just one team came to play. The big chances, they're saying 3, but I can remember 3 missed by Mbappe in this game. He missed 3 big chances. Mbappe missed 3. So unless our goal didn't come from a big chance, I don't know. Maybe our goal was not even a big chance when he scored it. Oh man, it's getting tough. It was not a good game. The game plan sucks. Bellingham being forced into the team again, just like last year. Mbappe was being forced into the team. I think, speaking of which, last year there was this narrative that Vini, Mbappe, and Rodrigo couldn't play at the same time. They would never perform at the same time. I think that narrative is a bit wrong because On paper, they should be able to play at the same time. There's absolutely nothing that says they shouldn't be playing at the same time. One can play at right wing, one can play at left wing, and one can play at striker. I've seen teams win the Champions League with worse attacks than that. I do not believe that was a problem. I believe the real problem is when Vini, Mbappe, and Jude Bellingham are on the pitch. That's when it's a problem. And we have seen that against Atletico. We have seen that versus PSG. We have seen that against Getafe. We have seen that today versus Juve. And I guess we're just gonna keep seeing it because neither Mbappe or Bellingham are gonna get dropped. We play better on the days where Vini doesn't play, I guess, because there's just two of the divas, as I like to call them, on the pitch. But three divas is just, it's insane. They do there's three players on the team that are playing for themselves. And Vini is not a player to play for himself. It's just his style of football is like that. He plays alone because when Madrid needed him, nobody was helping him. So he got used to playing alone. Like Benzema would be still at the halfway line and Vini was trying to dribble 2-3 players in order to create a chance. So that's not a mentality thing. It's not like an ego thing with Vini. It's just how he knows how. This is the only way he knows how to play. And with a big striker, I think he showed before that he does not care about his own goals. Or when Benzema was still at the club, he always played for Benzema. Even when Benzema was the wrong choice, when he should have been selfish at times, he always played for Benzema. Because Benzema, in those years, he was getting to some good positions. We're not seeing that today. We're not seeing that at all this year, so that's a problem. Mbappe. What was his last game? In my opinion, it was against Sociedad. When was that? That's like 2 months ago, I think. Why is he still starting every game? Why is that? There's a Clásico on Sunday. He played almost 90 minutes against Getafe, almost 90 minutes today. No, almost, not almost. He played 90 minutes today. A shit 90 minutes. Hold on. Let's not get to Juve yet. Let's stay in chronological order. Now we have let's go there. Let's go here in the rivals watch. Barca played Girona, and do not let this scoreline fool you. Do not let this scoreline fool you. This was an exact replica of Barca versus Sevilla. It was the same game. The same game as Barca Sevilla. Except Barca scored a goal from nothing, which they didn't get against Sevilla. And Girona missed the 3 chances that Sevilla didn't. The chances, you can see it here, the expected goals are the same. Despite all this possession, the expected goals were the same. Like 27 shots to 11, and the expected goals are the same. And see, here you can see it. Girona had 3 big chances while Barca only had 2. They got lucky. It happens. It's football. They got lucky. They won the game. It happens. Madrid were shit against a lot of teams and they got lucky. I think you can say the Getafe game we got lucky with how fair the referee was, because we're not used to seeing that, especially from that referee, to be fair. So he could have just held on to those cards and maybe we didn't get the win that day. I've seen that before. It's happened before. Osasuna last year, same referee, same everything. So yeah, they got lucky this game. And then they played this game. I actually did not watch this game. Hands up. This is like I said in the last video, Kairat should not be in the Champions League. Same opinion about Olympiacos. here you can see this. These are three teams that should not be in the Champions League. Olympiacos here, and Kairat Almaty, and Paphos FC. Three teams that, what are you doing here, bro? Go play in Conference League. Maybe you'll have a chance. Maybe you'll have a chance. And I don't believe you have a chance in those competitions either, so I don't know what the hell they're doing here. Then again, it is what it is. Moneyball, I guess. So, Barca slammed them. 3-0. There was this red card. I saw the video where Casado was holding him from behind two hands, and then the guy flapped his hands and got a red card. Confusing. I don't care. It's just like, this is not even a friendly level game, I guess. It's nowhere near competition. What the hell are these teams doing in big competitions, man? Anyways, here's a big game. Here's a big team. Here's a big team that deserves to be in these competitions with a horrible squad. Their squad is trash. Their squad is trash. I saw Kalulu playing on the right wing, and I haven't watched a lot of Kalulu. I know he was a Milan player before, a center back. That's all I know from FIFA. I guess I had his card in FIFA 23, and today he's playing right wing against Madrid and doing a decent job. This team, bro. I do not believe we can win titles playing like this. Like, how do we have 28 shots? 28 shots, 66% possession with two big chances? And this is, again, I do not know what's the definition for these stats, because I saw with my own two hands Mbappe waste 5 clear chances to score. I saw that with my own eyes, bro. Definitely three that he shot in the goalkeeper's hand. I do not know how they calculate these stats, but also this expected goals shit for Juve is Vlahovic was one-on-one with Courtois, with Militao running behind him, he bothered him a little bit, but not enough to make the chance difficult. It was just a great save or a bad finish or both. So what are we talking about? That was a 1. That was an expected goal. I do not trust these website sets. I'm just here just for a visual thing. Like, the game was horrible. The first half was horrible, man. It was horrible. It was like watching, oh my god. Juve just lined up in a low block. Just low block, chill back. Madrid building up from behind and going out wide on the pitch. Nobody's in the center of the pitch. Nobody except Arda, who comes in, asks for the ball, gets it, passes it to someone who has a bit of space, just to keep it moving. There's nothing. There's no runs. There's no overlaps. There's no 1-2s. There's nothing going on. Nothing going on. Just keep the ball moving. That's all there is. And then we give it to Vinicius in the second half and pray to God. Yes, Vini went through 3 players, shot it on the bar, and Bellingham got the tap in. What a win against a shit squad 3 days before we play El Clasico. This is bad. Openda in the second half again. They had the chance one-on-one with Courtois. 3, 4, 5 saves from outside the box from Courtois again. We are not playing good football. And Mbappe supremacy just keeps going, I guess. He's playing shit for 2 months now, and still. Yesterday I was talking to my brother. I told him, like, tomorrow Courtois and Mbappe, and then 9 players. The 9, they could be randomized. You could get anyone anywhere. The 2 that do not change is the first guy on the lineup and the last guy on the lineup. Those guys are Do not bother thinking about them being changed or anything. Now, let's look at this rationally. You might think I'm emotional, fan, angry at the team. Let's think about this logically and rationally. Does Madrid have a better defense than Barcelona this year? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, because Barcelona's defense is looking very shaky. They don't even know their best center back pairing. Is it Araujo Kubarsi? Is it Christensen Kubarsi? Is it Eric Garcia and Araujo? Even they don't know who their center backs are this year. There's no goalkeeper. There's just Chesney back from retirement. So I must say Real Madrid's defense is better. Real Madrid's defense is better. Midfield is very debatable. Extremely debatable. I think Madrid has Chouameni and Valverde, who are consistently good, and Barca has what's he called? De Jong and Pedri. I just blanked out. I know what he's called. I just blanked. They have Pedri and De Jong, who are consistently good, except for the last weeks. So now, and and Madrid has Arda, the most important player I think in our team this year. It's debatable. So it's very close in terms of midfield. On their day, either midfield could beat the other midfield. That's what I was getting to. In the attack, Real Madrid's attack should in theory be better than Barcelona's. We have Vinicius, in my opinion, a Ballon d'Or winner. We have Mbappe, the top goal scorer since he was 17 or something, some crazy stat like that. We have Rodrigo, Brahim, Franco, players who would be starters in Man City, Arsenal, a lot of top teams around the world. They would be starting for those teams. They are on the bench for ours. So Barcelona have an injured Lamine, injured Rafinha, and injured Lewandowski. I think only Rafinha and Lamine are back for this game. I don't think Lewandowski is ready for this game. So, in theory, Madrid's attack should be better than Barca's attack so far this year. But if you look at the numbers, they're not. If you look at the numbers overall, they're not better than Barcelona this year so far. They have not been better. Maybe they have been more solid at the back. That's the only thing that Real Madrid objectively has on Barcelona this year. So it's gonna be a really tough Sunday. Again, the track record shows for Xavi in big games. I'd consider PSG, Atletico, Dortmund, Juve twice. I think these are the big games he has played so far. They have not been good. The play style, how players are being used, the roles they are filling, it's not looking good. I think Sunday could go either way. I'm expecting Madrid to pull through somehow, but then again, I am a fan because Barca has been looking very shaky and they haven't been up against good opposition. So I'm gonna go ahead and predict Real Madrid to win, but I'm not very confident. It could go either way very easily. Things going forward, I think there's it's the same thing we've been complaining about last year with Carlo. The roles are not defined. The playstyle is not defined. Players are on the pitch doing what they want. You cannot have your striker leave the box empty for 90 minutes just to go on a wing where the best winger on the world is already playing. And then shoot 20, 25 shots a game, lose 17 possessions a game with no issues starting every game. That's bullshit, bro. That's not how you win things. You can ask PSG. That's how they didn't win things. Like, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of these guys, bro. I think, hey, call it a hot take. call it whatever, Bellingham and Mbappe and Vini, all three together, are not gonna win stuff this year, bro. It's just not gonna happen. You have to sacrifice something. You cannot have it all. You already sacrificed Rodrigo. Does the team look better than last year? It doesn't. I do not know why we sacrificed Rodrigo this bad. We are treating him like a bum, like he does not know how to play football. You're using him as a resting thing for Vini. Whenever Vini feels something, he's being rested by Rodri. Why aren't we resting the other guys? Bellingham straight back from injury, straight back into the team. Throw off the entire fucking system. There's no system. Just keep it moving. That's all there is. Keep it moving, keep it moving. Against Barca, it's the matchup, the play styles. I think Madrid has a good chance. Since they play with kind of a high line, their midfield is not very physical. But still, these kinds of games, you never know. So yeah, I think I said everything I wanted to say about. I could honestly still go on to speak for like an hour and a half because I'm really fuming at this. I'm really fuming at the state of this team, but hey, we'll just keep it at this. I'm gonna make another video someday after the Clasico, and I'll see you then. Peace. Thanks for watching.